Hello everyone, this is Michael Darren. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to Truth or Books. Today our video is going to be, it's fun, it's fun to think about, and it's also a sort of, wow, never thought about that type of video. So this will be the comparisons and I guess comparisons and coincidences between John F. Kennedy's death, assassination, and Abraham Lincoln's. So, first we have John F. Kennedy rolling down Elm Street in a Lincoln made by Ford. Remember, we're talking about also President Lincoln, who was killed in Ford's Theater. Jump right to number 2. Abraham Lincoln was elected to Congress in 1846, and j.f.k. was elected to Congress on the year 1946. Kennedy and Lincoln each have 7 letters in their last name. Both presidents were concerned with civil rights. JFK's wife Jackie and Lincoln's wife Mary, they both lost children while living in the White House. Both were killed on a Friday. Both were shot in the head. Both were assassinated by Southerners, supposedly lone nuts. John Wilkes Booth was from the Deep South, and so was Oswald, from actually New Orleans. When in reality, both were killed by a Southern right-wing conspiracy. There's no doubt about that. One thing many people don't know, over 8 people were hung for Abraham Lincoln's assassination. John Wilkes Booth was shot in a big barn, which could be known today as a warehouse. Yes, he was the shooter, but there were many people behind him, and we know this because, these are in the documents. They were hung. There's a picture, actually, of them all hanging. There was one woman hung for that assassination. Her name was Mary Surratt. There was also a doctor hung for that assassination. And what he did was he gave John Wilkes Booth medical care, and I believe Mary Surratt held the gun, or the guns that were to be used. But the doctor's name was Dr. Mudd. And I believe that's where the term, "your name is Mudd," comes from. Now, Booth ran from a theater and was caught in a warehouse, a barn, which is basically a warehouse for animals. Oswald ran from a warehouse and was caught in a theater. And both of these presidents' killers were themselves killed before their trials. Both presidents were succeeded by a man named Johnson. j.f.k. was succeeded by Lyndon Baines Johnson, and Abraham Lincoln was succeeded by Andrew Johnson. John Wilkes Booth was born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald was born in 1939. And again, Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860, and Jack Kennedy was elected president in 1960. Lincoln was 56 when he died. Kennedy was 46. The youngest president to ever be elected to that seat, and the youngest one to die in that seat. Lincoln's secretary was named Miss Kennedy. Kennedy's secretary, and this is well known, her name was Mrs. Lincoln. Before Lincoln, sometime before Lincoln died, he was in Monroe, Maryland. Sometime before Jack Kennedy died, he was in Maryland, Monroe. Now that's a bit salacious, but think about it. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you all next time. Careful out there. It may snow again.